Hello and welcome to Down by the Gram on Cam with me, the Grandmaster Kush, talking all things Amsterdam, coffee shops and everything for the cannabis community. Joining me as always, I'm my co-host, the Fade of Fairy.
Hello.
Fucking sweaty one this week, huh?
It is.
It's
And
been
a
raining
birthday
the last
one.
two, and oh yeah.
Just dropping it. If you don't know, it's the Grandmaster's birthday.
Well,
it will be a belated birthday. So you
it'll
can wish
be a
him
week
belated
before.
one. But yes.
But
happy
thank you
birthday,
very much.
legend.
Thank you. And in studio this week we have Jah1. Thank you so much.
What's up? Who's that?
So before we get started, we have a word from our sponsors, 21 by 20, so you can pick between a snapback or a beanie.
Take the beanie, bro.
Beanie? There you go. So 21 by 20, life summed up. They're not on general sale, they're just for the smoking elite of high society. But if you want your chance to win one, you can like and share this video to your Facebook or Instagram and comment underneath what 21 multiplied by 20 equals, and we'll send a hat out to the winner. So before we get started, we're going to ask you 4 questions, 20 seconds. So weed or hash?
Weed.
Sativa or indica?
Indica.
Rolled or in bowls?
In bowls.
And what was the first coffee shop you ever smoked in?
Pre to me, probably.
Pre to me, okay, yeah, just off the centre station, straight in.
One of them things.
What's it? First smoke, last smoke? Is their quote? Is their logo?
Yeah,
or
it was
their
definitely the first, because obviously I'd say we were like, I don't know, we were probably over in Seth. When would it be? 6 year maybe.
Yeah.
First time down to them, we obviously running around like a kid. Like,
yeah.
You want to see
Pre to me was the spot. Pre to me was the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, especially with the luggage thing and all.
Yeah,
You
and the
always
fact that
see
it's right in
people
front of the
coming
centre,
straight
like,
in,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You can drop everything there, just go up and chill,
Yeah.
like, so.
Off the
Yeah,
plane.
first and last joint of Amsterdam is a good motto for them.
So I don't think I actually ever went there.
As a tourist?
Yeah. Like, I think I walked by it.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, we were only talking about, like, when we first came to Amsterdam. I think I came in and I went straight into the city.
Yeah.
I was like, just keep walking. So I do think I just walked straight by Pre to me.
I didn't find it till I came back when they closed the Farmerstraat. And then we went looking for a coffee
okay.
shop, and the first one I found was Pre to me.
Okay, so like pushed to that
Yeah,
way.
literally, I'm like, what? There's no one on the street anymore. Where do I
Yeah.
go? And then just walk around. Eventually found Pre to me. But before that, the Farmerstraat, like where I don't know if you know the Farmerstraat, where Slunch and all is, where the old church is. That was the Green Mile back in the day. That had like 30 or 40 coffee shops from top to bottom. And then one day they just shut it all down. So all the coffee shops was gone. So every coffee shop I knew for years just disappeared in one day. So when I came back, I was like, where the fuck do I go? You know what I mean? That's how I end up Pre to me.
No way, man. No way.
Yeah, no, it's changed up big
Yeah,
time.
big time, yeah.
And it's mad even when we do have people on the podcast and they bring up their first coffee
Yeah.
shop. Some of them I'm like, never heard of,
The
never seen.
Gas
because
Man's,
it's like
the
from 10 years
Rokery,
ago.
like I've heard that so many times since
Yeah.
then, but before that I'd never heard of it. And like I think they had 2 or 3 shops, but I've heard the Rokery, the Rokery. I heard it ever since I heard it once. I've heard it a million times. Then
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
just
like
keeps popping.
You know, we were definitely just straight off the train.
straight in for a stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's a fucking good shop to start with.
It
You know what I
is.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
It is, especially back then. You're
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, this place is unbelievable.
like there's better place for a weed,
Like,
but
over here, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's and especially so big, like it's massive. It holds like 500 people. So to
cinema
come
room on the
from,
top
like,
and all, like
smoking in a shed to
Yeah.
this is a whole different experience.
fucking
like,
milkshakes, the whole
You
lot.
know
Like
what I
it's
mean?
crazy.
while you're blazing, it is a surreal experience.
Yeah, oh no, for
actually.
sure, it's a unique place.
Yeah. So I think we've even become so accustomed to it compared to back home.
Oh yeah,
You
like
know?
imagine the opening Pre to me back home went from nothing to suddenly have a 3-story
Yeah.
place selling weed, giving you food, letting you watch movies.
Oh.
Fucking hell, to be queue out the door. Like,
Yeah, they'll be banging. But Ireland's scene is changing up.
but they have do you know that Major?
Yeah.
They're doing a session tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking snapping, man. The first one was in, I was in Thailand.
Oh, so you missed both of them now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I was just
That's
like
what
typical. I was
I
like,
had
I'm not meant to go to them.
La
Like,
Cosa Nostra, you know La Cosa Nostra?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were over the other day and your man's like, oh, any chance you're coming back on the 21st? I was like, for what? I was like, oh, we have the smoke session. I didn't even know about it.
I was
So.
honestly
Yeah.
when I saw it the first time and how big they went.
Yeah,
And
they're
how
hoping for like
beautiful
600
it was,
people or
yeah.
something, so.
And
Yeah.
easily done. It's
Oh,
more
yeah,
just
10
people I think are
vendors.
hesitant. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah. Legends. Well
Yeah,
done.
100%.
Well done.
By this time this comes out, I'll have done it, so I can't wait
You
to
know
hear
what I
how
mean?
it
Yeah.
went.
sick.
Like,
It'd be sick.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely the next time they go, we have to go over. The
Yeah,
whole lot of
make
us,
it
yeah,
thing
it'd
of
be
it,
sick. Like,
definitely.
I'm snapping.
oh, you're in Amsterdam, you know what I mean?
I know. One of my mates is going to it, so it's just like,
Yeah.
So it's everything, like,
and
you know what I
it's
mean?
all underground to the last minute, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, it has to be, like,
yeah,
especially in
too right.
Ireland.
too right.
Hopefully the guards just
Yeah.
like let it just
Leave it happen.
You know what I
They
mean?
know there's not going to be trouble, you know what I mean?
No. Like even there was only the 710 event last Wednesday. There was nearly 300 people there. And if the music had been turned off, it would have just been like
just murmurs around the place.
Stoners are chill, man.
Yeah,
you know,
nobody
just let
screaming,
us do
nobody
our
shouting
thing,
at all. Yeah.
A bit of smell and that's about
That's it.
Yeah, no.
They have to
hopefully it goes-
even like with the police and the Euros, they're telling the English fans to smoke instead of drink. You know what I mean?
I've
So
seen that, man. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
what a 180 the world is taking. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
a few years ago, you get arrested for that. They're like, you should do that instead. You know what I mean? This is the lesser
These are
two evils.
easier to handle.
Yeah,
We've been
100%.
selling this. Yeah.
Yeah. And fucking tell us more about the rap scene back home. We had Bernard M on the other week. You done a track with him.
Yeah, fucking shout out to Bernard.
Yeah.
Bernard's a sicko.
Yeah, he's a legend, isn't he? That's why I keep hearing his music. I'm like, he goes from like acoustic to next thing he's rapping.
He surprised me.
Multi-genre artist, what he calls
Every
himself.
single time he brings something out, I'm
Yeah.
just like, Jesus, man. Like,
That's why I went on expecting rap. Next thing he's on the guitar. Next thing he's rapping again. It's fucking he's.
Yeah, no, Bernard's a sicko. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've just obviously because I was away and stuff, like I haven't been dropping much. Like I actually don't think I've actually dropped that in this year. So
in 2024, like
yeah.
How long were you in Thailand for?
6 months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's a good
it was
fucking
over.
trip.
It was over. Like it wasn't just Thailand. It was a few spots, like,
Vietnam
you know,
and Laos and all that.
exactly, yeah. But I have. I'm ready to rock sort of thing when I go back home now from here.
Nice.
I'm the ball's gonna be rolling with it. So
What, you do a new album or?
I don't know. I've a lot of song. I've a lot of tracks there like that are like single wise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I could sort of. I could definitely put something together with them all, like type.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just want to get a few done, a few videos, and then.
Yeah, nice.
just
And what is the rap scene like back home?
Yeah, it's grand. Obviously, I was just watching from my Instagram
Yeah.
because I wasn't around. But yeah, there's a lot of young lads coming into it, which is good.
We had the Don't Flop lads on as well, Kale and Dave. Yeah, we had them on.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that still going from the Redzer days and terrorists and all that. So it's good to see it's still alive.
Yeah, no, shout out Don't Flop, man. I started. That's when I think I must have been in. No, I was there for first year.
Yeah.
I think I was first year. Maybe could have been second year, but I think I was first. Me and one of the lads, we were going in every Down Flop event and all, like, you know, like
Competing or just watching?
no, just watching. Yeah. But like I was only young, like, to get me. But
It's just back when Redzer was doing it.
Savage though.
it was. I went. Who did I see? I seen the battles
Jambo.
with Jambo and Rosso.
Yeah.
I seen that. So I was at that one, and then I would have watched them all then if I wasn't.
Yeah,
at them,
yeah.
You know, that type of way.
As we mates were like they went to one or two. I just knew it through them, you know what I mean? I never really got into it, but they were flat out with new Redzer and the whole lot.
Man, I used to love it, man.
Yeah.
It was so funny. You know, like
Yeah.
it was just real. And
Just
it
a
was
way to
just like-
veg our
it was
fucking
just like,
Irish
this is
humour and
fucking- this is brilliant.
in a
like, you know
different
what I mean?
way.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
So do you think that kind of like inspired your career?
The Don't Flops.
Yeah, like once you started seeing the rap battles happen, did that kind of, or
Well-
you started writing at that age?
No, well, I always loved like the only music I really listened to growing up was rap music.
yeah.
You know, that type of way. So
Yeah.
I didn't really know whether I was gonna be a rapper or try to do it, or you know what I mean. It
Yeah.
was just sort of, I just loved it, and then obviously when I seen there was like a scene, I was just like, right. Do you know, like, so one of the lads got onto me and he was just basically saying, here, fucking, we do something, like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's
Why
go.
not?
like,
You know what I mean?
and then
Yeah.
obviously
That's
just,
how it gets started. Like,
just looked into things then, and there was actually shit going on, and do you know, like,
Yeah.
sort of just blended in then.
I'd say even just the vibe of going to the studio with people and just, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
buzzing with other creative
That's-
people
For then
is,
seeing you
yeah.
can make this actually happen.
Yeah,
you
for
know what I mean? I
sure.
think
Yeah.
when it is just yourself, sometimes it's a bit like, oh shit.
Yeah, when you're meeting up.
It's a team, yeah.
Yeah, you're collabing with
Start
people,
inspiring.
even if you don't record that, just to buzz
Nah,
off
it's
people
the
and
be- it's the best. We only done we have a mixtape coming out, the Mashed Up, the
Mashed
One,
Up.
One Nation.
yeah, one, they were
So,
talking about that last time,
Bernard and Shane set that up, and Jody.
yeah.
So there's actually a live premiere tonight. I was actually last night
Okay,
on Facebook and YouTube. So
Oh,
I actually
nice.
done a live performance on like some Irish art show
Nice.
back home. So
Yeah.
that was out last night, and then I think the actual mixtape is out Friday coming.
Same day as this be out then.
Possibly. Could
Yeah,
be out
if
today.
Yeah.
If the calculations are right, it could
If
be
this
out
is
today.
this podcast be out Friday after today, so if it's out next Friday, it'll be same day drops.
Cool.
Then
Yeah,
Happy
we'll
days.
give it
we'll
over
clap
that.
them up.
Yeah.
Happy days. But that is like the tracks on that. Oh my god, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and these,
And who's on that with you?
There's loads.
Oh, yeah.
There's loads of artists on it, like, you know. So like we it was just a matter of we all just ended up going to the studio about 8 or 9, 10 or 11, like, you know, whoever could make it.
Yeah.
And people be playing beats and be like, right, we'll do this or they'll do
Let's
this.
jump
or,
on
you
that,
know,
or
like, you
yeah,
know, but, man,
that's sick.
every tune is like
Banging.
from scratch, like, and they're banging. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Really?
it's a
Yeah.
mix of everything. Like, it's like I'm delighted to be a part of it, type of thing.
Yeah,
It's,
no, for sure.
And
It's,
nice with such a
it's
collective of
Yeah.
artists. You
And
know
everyone,
what I
that's
mean?
it.
Yeah.
Everyone's sound. Like,
Everyone's
you know,
on the same
there's
vibe and
there's
all.
no one fucking
No one hating on each other
or
or
this or thinking they're better. Or,
Yeah,
you know, like shit
nice.
like that. Everyone's just on the same page and all.
They're
So
just
Yeah.
it's just
it's not a cutthroat industry. Not yet. You aren't.
Yeah.
You have to wait for the success and the money, and then everyone starts turning on each other. Then.
Yeah,
But I remember seeing, you know, fucking what's it, Wu-Tang Clan.
yeah.
And there's a documentary, I think, Hip Hop Evolution, that shows you all this. But I think it was fucking, what's the main fella that's in How High? Redman. Oh no, Method Man, isn't it? Which one is the one of them's not in Wu-Tang? Method Man's not. So Redman, they're all from Staten Island, and his mates are like, oh, we're going down to a studio to record. He's like, I'm not a rapper. They're like, fucking come along with us. You know what I mean? He went in, jumped on a few beats, and now he's one of the he's part of the Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? So
Wow.
like that, it can just happen. Like
Just
someone's
like
like,
floating
goes
along.
down to the studio with us, you never know. And next thing you're like, oh, can I get on this? Next thing you're a
Wu-Tang
fucking
Clan.
famous rapper and touring the world, you know what I mean? So
That's
just
banging.
depends who's listening.
yeah, and you never know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean?
And putting yourself into the
yeah,
opportunities.
if you don't
know
go,
what I mean?
you
Yeah.
never know, you know what I mean? It's no, that's nice.
That's a lovely little.
Yeah, you know
when
what
you
I
got
mean?
there, spitting bars now. I love it. I did hope the last time Bernard would come on with a guitar, so if you
Just
do
have
want to spit
freestyle.
bars, you're well
Yeah, if
off.
you want to freestyle.
Get you back in the flow before you go home.
Bernard, he's like in a chair or something.
Yeah, that's
He's-
exactly it. You know what I mean? He can spit, but he can also play the
Yeah.
guitar and just
He
sing
spit
melody and
he
all.
starts singing, and then he
Yeah.
fucking there, just like, what this lad?
Yeah.
But nice stuff. I'd say that probably inspires yourself and others as well, being like, actually, I don't have to be so set
Down
in my
one-
way. I don't have to be this. Actually, I can mix
In
it
your
up
own lane and
throw
stuck in that
styles.
way, kind
No,
of.
of course. But every time I do leave or have left, do you know what I mean? I'm going home and I'm just like, right, lovely. I need to write something else now. Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, it inspires you to
There's
be
like,
better.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
go with
Yeah.
more, and also just obviously the more you go, the better.
Yeah,
it
the more
is,
you
like,
collab and meet
you can
other
write-
like-minded
You
people.
can write the best stuff at home on your own in your head, and then you go into the studio for 2 or 3 hours with 3 or 4 people, and you write something in a half an hour that's
100 times
blows
better.
everything out of the
Yeah.
park,
Yeah.
like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just the vibe is different. Like,
No,
you
that's
can't-
it. You
you can't-
feed
you
off
can't-
other people's energies
You
and
can't get it,
creativity
like, you
and
know, you
stuff.
can't get it on your own, like that type of shit, like, so.
Yeah.
It's just, it's good.
And where's the studios you're recording?
We were in the Beard Fire Studios and the Playground.
Oh, compared to that one, yeah.
I think they were the only two.
Do
They were
you
the
know?
only
Do
two
you know
ones
what I
in
seen
the
yesterday? I seen McGregor is dropping an Irish recording label.
I seen something.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna look after the artists and all this shit. I don't fuck around with business. I was like, Green something. I can't remember the name of it, but I only seen it yesterday on Instagram that he's dropping his own record label. So he's done well with everything else. So see what he does. And I think if he did do it, because he's not like he wants his money, but I think he'd look after. Especially if it's an Irish up and coming thing, I think he'd look after his artists and not fuck them
100%.
about kind of thing. You know what I mean? So
100%.
that'd be interesting to see. It's good to have a big name promoting people, you know what I mean? Like if he
100%.
just comes out and goes, this is my new
Yeah.
rapper, everyone's gonna go, what did McGregor say? You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
no, it's all good. Like when I was growing up, it was, do you remember Collie?
Yeah.
He's still going. Like he was the first with Some Sham, I think that was the first Irish rap song, and he's from Swords as well. So it's like fucking, that was just about on the radio a little bit, you know what I mean?
The Reds are CLK, fucking.
The terror or the Class A's.
Yeah, and Reds are your man. What was it? It was a Madman.
I know him with Terrorists. I don't know the other fella.
Terrorists,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was trying to get them over ages ago, and Redzer was saying the Terrorist doesn't smoke anymore and all this stuff. He's like, maybe we'll do a Zoom call. I was like, yeah, it's not the same. I want to get you over here and smoke a joint with you. You know what I mean? Not some guy at home who doesn't smoke, just going, yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's
Do you blues?
yeah. Like we are the stoner podcast at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So. And how'd you get on over in Thailand, speaking of stoners? New world over there.
Mate, different life.
Yeah, man.
Different life. It was unbelievable.
I'd say so.
Yeah, Greenway like, there's like 70 now. Did you ever hear? No 7-Eleven shops.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's 7-Eleven shops everywhere in Thailand.
Yeah.
And like there's more weed shops.
The
than
7-Elevens,
like, you know,
Christ.
like it's crazy the amount of like, shops there are
Just popped up everywhere,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like.
And the weed good quality?
Set man fire.
Yeah, that's
like,
what we
obviously-
had Redemptive on last week or the other week, and he was living over. He was there for 6 months, and now he's moving there full time. And he's like, it's fucking fire weed.
Fire. Like I was in Bangkok and I was getting. I think it was. What was it called? It was called Zooties or something, but it was Thai grown.
Okay,
by
Cali
the-
strains or something.
By the drugstore.
Okay.
And like I think it was like €20 a gram or something.
Okay, so it is pricey enough, like.
They had, I think it was the Backpack Boys, and that was like 35 a gram.
Okay.
And like I was smelling the two of them together, like, and I was like, I took the gram of the
Thai stuff over it.
Man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
top three I've ever smoked in my life. Like,
No
you know,
way.
and I smoked it like, and this was pure thick white ash, like.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
And this is
like,
grown in Thailand,
yeah, like proper mouth watering, like it was. Oh man.
You have to know that they're obviously then.
Yeah,
trying to
well, like they have the
perfect
land, they
their
have
own
the,
way.
you know what I mean.
The
So
way
if they
they're
can just
everything.
learn the techniques and stuff, you know what I
Tricks of the
mean.
trade.
Cookies as well. Cookies.
I heard all the Americans have jumped on the bandwagon straight away, but again, like here, I doubt they're sending their best stuff. You know what I mean? Like
all
it's
grown, like most of the stuff is grown. You can get packs over there. There was one or two shops that I found that had like proper legit packs, but it was same price.
yeah,
As here, like, do you know what I mean? And just like no one's buying them.
No.
Like I was watching shops
they're all
over there
gimmicks. You know
that
what I mean?
have- These packs were landing in January, and the same packs were there when I went back in.
Yeah,
like,
nobody's
oh,
buying
May,
them.
like,
Like,
you
oh.
know, like it's
Yeah.
just too expensive
Yeah.
for people over there.
Especially in
like,
Thailand, you know what I mean?
It's-
Like you go over there for a cheap holiday and suddenly they're like, oh,
Yeah.
back home prices. You're like, fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
you
place,
could bring an
uh,
extra couple, I wonder, minimum.
Yeah, you know
just
what I mean?
for our
Fat
girls.
Buds. I was in Fat Buds over there, bro. The place
Is that a
called-
shop?
Place called Fat Buds.
Fat
yeah.
Buds.
And man, jeez, like I was getting ounces for like off top shelf, like, you know, like
Yeah.
top shelf for I think it was like €110. Like,
Fucking
you know what I mean?
hell.
Like, and then,
So it
like,
is everything from cheap to fucking
ah,
overpriced bullshit.
but it depends where you go. Like
Yeah.
obviously,
You
if
have
you go
to
in,
shop
you can
around.
go into on the main strips and all. And you'll see
They'll rob you.
You'll see the coffee shops and they look unbelievable. Like you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go in. And you go in, you're buying like grams for 25 that are worth like 14. Do you get me? Like,
If
it
even.
must be exactly just
Yeah.
because of where it is. Like, and you just have to shop around, because I know lots
Yeah.
of people that went over and they're like, the weird shit, this, that, or the other, and all. And I was just like,
You're in the wrong places.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
you're
but
going
that's-
straight to, it'd be like Amsterdam.
Yeah,
if
you go
hit
to the wrong
front,
place here, you're either
yeah.
playing too much or getting shit or both.
That's
You know what I
the
mean?
thing for me. Like I walk into every coffee shop. So, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
check it
walk
out. And can
in
you smell the stuff?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
nice.
There's little jars everywhere and all, like, so.
And is it the jars are just a sample, or do they like weigh it up in front of you, or is it pre-bagged?
Yeah, everything's more or less done in front of you. There was one place, I think, Royal Queen Seeds in Bangkok.
They're over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Bangkok,
Nice.
they have a sick shop. You
Oh,
go
yeah.
you go
Yeah.
upstairs and then you go up to the third floor, and there's like you have a bar, and then through like slider doors you have a big smoking lounge. Like,
Yeah.
it's fresh as fuck. Like,
Nice.
and then you go upstairs and they have a grow that you can see, like, if
Oh,
they put
cool.
in, and oh man,
That's sick.
it's
Beautiful.
Yeah.
it's
That's
like you can
nice.
proper go around,
Yeah.
like, and it's proper fresh. You can just
You
see.
can, not only to get the weed, but you
Like, keep hitting
pull that
thing.
towards you a little bit as well.
I keep hitting the thing.
But yeah, that's sick that you can see the actual grow. Like, you obviously can't get into it because you contaminate the shit out of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
every fucking Egypt walking in, taking pictures, smoking a joint and all. But
But it's
No,
obviously
that's
just
sick.
go up and walk around
Yeah.
and just have a little look, like, you know.
yeah, that's
But
sick. to
they
see
were the only
whole-
place that gave me a gram. Like, they had to, like, if you wanted a gram of something, they sort of just like, there you go.
Everything else in packs, was it 3.5s or something?
No, to be honest with you, I wasn't really like the green was sort of just more or less standard. I just sort of bounced in to have a look, like, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So,
Like when I was there, it was just Thai stick. You know what I mean? Blocks of stuff with seeds and stems and bullshit in
Thai
it.
people, I was chatting to like people who owned like a few small like coffee shops where it was like, and they were giving me bits of Thai stick and all. Man, I didn't even smoke it, bro.
But that's what I said to her before.
Do more just to actually see it.
Yeah.
That's where it all came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All this like basic flour to now. Sorry, that's right. I'm a joint. Yeah, basic flour to now like calibacs.
Yeah.
And
But that's what, like, I've been in Thailand
actually
and
see the root of it.
it's good enough back then when there was nothing else. Just to have a joint of anything was good. Now to be able to smoke top weed and be in Thailand is fucking
And in beautiful spots.
paradise. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like I
Food,
just
sun.
see some of them on Instagram and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like they do look like little paradise.
Yeah, you have your
spots,
like even like a lad, I have their own resort now. You can smoke, eat, swim,
Swimming
fucking
pool.
get massages, the whole lot, all
There's
in
a
the
lot,
hotel.
there's lots of like there's loads of like Rasta bars and all. You
Okay,
know, on
yeah.
the beaches and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
yeah.
So everywhere you go, like there's always
There's
just like
spots
proper
for it.
Rasta bars, mushroom bars, like, and it's just regular.
And have mushrooms got bigger now because of it? Because there was the few
I see,
mushroom
I don't-
places before, like like on the island, you get
See, I
the.
wouldn't really know. I'm not really into the mushrooms.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? But
Would you see them on menus
you
though?
would.
Okay.
There's a few places you can go to, like sky bars and high bars and stuff like that up the mountains that like you can look out for the viewpoints
Yeah.
and you can get like mushroom shakes and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And
nice.
you can buy weed or else on the beaches. You know,
Okay,
like
yeah,
there
yeah,
is
yeah.
in some of them bars you can go and you can get the shakes as well, like. And they're only like they're only like a tenner or something.
Okay, yeah.
But I think
I know they
fuck
do
you up.
them. Where do you know where the full moon is in Copenhagen?
Yeah, I went to that.
There's
Yeah.
Mushroom Mountain or something there. There's like a bar and it's called Mushroom Mountain. You can sit out looking over the beach and drink
But
them mushy
that's-
shakes and all that stuff. So that
I
was
didn't go
always
up
there.
now, yeah.
But they had on the Copenhagen there was a bar called the Amsterdam bar. It was on top of the mountain, like literally looking out over the whole
I
thing.
went to it, I think,
That was the
yeah.
only real place to get weed back then, you know what I mean? But it was a fucking, just sitting there watching the sun go down over the islands, there's a swimming pool and all, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But now to have, again, just shit Thai stick, but it still sat there for hours, you know what I mean? But now to have good choice.
Yeah.
They used to, so you come in, there was like 2 guard boxes with security there. Then you drive in, you go up halfway up the hill, there's a car park, and you go up the hill again, then you've got the coffee shop or whatever it's called, the bar. But the security guards were on the ground in case the police came. They were there to bribe them, and if not bribe them, and shout up the mountain quick enough to clear everything out before they got to the top.
Okay.
So that was the whole setup. You had to go all the way up here to get to
That's
it.
why it was up there.
That's why it was up
I was
hidden.
honestly here laughing in my head, being like, imagine being all the way up some random hill in some bar, taking mushrooms,
Yeah,
and trying
stop.
to get back down.
This thing was like stones and rocks. Like,
That'd be
Absolute nightmare.
mental. I'd be
that.
like sliding
Oh,
down.
stop.
You know what I mean?
and then you're onto the fucking Thai roads where everyone's just driving on whatever side they want.
I'd be
It's
about
fucking,
taking shrooms.
yeah, no, I
fuck
I don't like doing them in public, like, so I don't know about
See,
that. Like,
once I'm
In
physically
control.
safe,
Yeah.
I'm not going to fall down the edge of a Thai
you're never
mountain.
safe in Thailand.
No.
You're never safe. Like.
Mushrooms
I remember
probably
coming back
keep you
from
safe.
the
That's
Half Moon
mental.
party. That one's in the forest,
Oh,
and they
wow.
literally they fill the tuk-tuks. And there's like a little step on the back of they're like a pickup jeep, but they have everyone sitting in it. Then a step on the back that you can hold onto, and we're literally fucking holding onto the back while this goes going down a mountain, coming out of a Half Moon party at like 4 in the morning or something like this.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember I was on the back and there's some guy beside me. He's like, I go, oh, where you from, bro? He's like, Lebanon. He's like, does that scare you? And I go, no, I'm from Ireland. Does that scare you and all? And then he's like, oh, you're Irish. Oh, Brian O'Driscoll. I love the rugby and all. This Lebanese guy just started talking about Brian O'Driscoll rugby for the whole fucking thing. It was like this in the back of the car going home.
Holding on
Yeah.
for life, like
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, mental.
The joys of travelling.
Oh, stop. And what other countries you were in? Cambodia?
We done
Hey.
Thailand, would have been Vietnam, Cambodia.
Like, I know Cambodia have a lot of weed there. They've been accepted weed. Like, not legal, but it's been a thing there. You used to be able to get like weed on your pizza and all this stuff over
That's,
there.
yeah, I couldn't find any places
Okay.
in fairness, but I was looking up places because I was like,
Sweating for the joint.
not even that. Like I started off in Thailand. Obviously, I was lit, and then I went to Vietnam, and I was like, right, I'm not gonna smoke. I'm just gonna stay fresh. Sort of
Yeah.
thing. So I didn't, and then it was like three weeks in. But I started off up in Vietnam, so I was up the north, like, so it was sort of like there was nothing really going on.
Yeah, you couldn't get
like,
if you wanted it.
Yeah. So as I went down more south, I was coming into like the main places, like, and I was just like, right, there's something's going on here, like. you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So obviously, sussed a few things out and all, and found a few spots, like, but I don't know. I was just I didn't really enjoy it, like, you know, because like I'd only be having if I go out like I'd buying a pre-roll, like, you know.
Yeah, no, when it's dodgy, it's
I wasn't
fucking.
smoking then, it was hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, shit.
Get more paranoid.
People are gonna think I'm stoned, like, you know, like, it's proper, like, is it proper highly illegal? And then people are like, nah, you're grand. And then people are like, nah, don't, like, you get me. So it's just like, ah, fuck it. But
it's how confident you are in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll have people that if they know the space, they know the area, they know where and what street to smoke on.
Yeah.
When it's all the same to you, you're just like.
Other people just being told all the scary stories, you know what I mean? Like when I was in Thailand first, it was still death penalty for joints, you know what I mean? So like even the thoughts of getting caught with a joint, you could be literally executed or locked up for life and all. You know what I mean? That's 10 years ago.
The police stopped me and my mate were on the bikes.
Yeah.
And the police stopped us. Like we had everything. They just knew we were tourists, like, you know.
Yeah.
Just didn't know license or whatever. They jumped out and pulled us, and I probably had like I definitely had like the guts of an ounce in me bag.
No
like,
way.
You know what I mean? And so did he. And like everyone was just like, where are you from? I was like, Ireland. He was like, bag. Opened the bag. He was like, passport. And I was just like, nah. He was like, license. I was like, nah.
No fuck.
He was like, pull in and all, and he just went through everything. Literally, he was just taking out packs on packs, like, do you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, fuck God. Like,
Yeah, what's gonna happen there? Yeah.
Because isn't it you're only meant to consume in the place or something?
I don't know in Thailand if it's. I think they're trying to bring that in where it's.
You can carry it as much as you want.
Okay.
Just once if you're not smoking like and causing like a nuisance to people.
Yeah. So they said nothing in the end.
He just took everything out and all, and I had a vitamin tub, like, you know, but you couldn't see through it.
Yeah.
But he opened it and there was all just like loose buds in it, like, and he cracked it open. I was like, only weed, and he just put everything back in. He was like, right, fine, 2,000 baht, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 50 quid.
euro.
Yeah.
I was just like, no way, man, like, do you know what I mean? I had no cash on me either. Like,
Yeah.
He was just like, you go, sent me mate to the ATM, and sent me inside the little cubicle on the side of the road. Walked in. There's like 6.
Was this down the? Where was this, by the way?
In Phuket.
Okay, because I had a very similar story. Little hut, the whole lot, little ATM and all, like.
Yeah, and the ATMs across the road and all. And there was I was in there, and there was some American dude in there, and he was proper snapping. I don't know what was going on with him, but he was freaked. He was freaked to bits. Like, he didn't look happy at all. You know, like, he was upset. And I was just standing there, and I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, you know.
Yeah.
There's about 7 or 8 like Thai policemen just standing there, like, and everyone's just like fucking standing up, like.
Standing around you.
I'm absolutely stinking, and there's like 2 or 3 of them are just looking at me, and they're just like, cannabis, and I'm just like, huh?
Yes, please. I have enough, thanks.
Texting him, will you get back here, like,
Yeah.
like, oh, it was.
Imagine he just like, fuck this. That
was it. That was the thing. He was gone for like fucking 5-10 minutes, like, and I was
Yeah,
thinking,
it felt like an
I was
hour.
like, this fella is not coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like,
He's gone back to the hotel, get the bags.
Here, like, you know what I mean? But once you paid them and all,
Yeah.
they were meant to give us like a receipt.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's not. It's not a real
if
fucking
you get
fine.
stopped again, within like 4 or 5 days, you can just show them the
Okay.
receipt, and then they'd be like, oh, so you're gonna have to pay again.
Yeah, nice.
But we gave them the money, and I was like, my mate was like, we need to get a receipt and all. So it's just like, receipt, and he was just like, no receipt,
Yeah,
out and all.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh,
These aren't
fuck,
official.
yeah.
Yeah.
no, like, proper. That was, we just got ripped, like, and
Yeah.
then we went out and all. And whatever route we had to go, we'd have to go like all the way down to the left, swing a roundabout, and then come all the way back up, say like a kilometre or 2.
Yeah.
And the policeman came out and all, and he was like, no, come this way and all. He was like bringing us up over the path and all, just to skip out the whole
Oh,
junction,
nice.
like, you know, like,
Happy
oh, it's
days.
just like,
You got something for your money.
they're just, they're just, like,
just
you know,
making
like,
their
they're just
buck,
making,
like,
literally
So we had
making
something
their money.
similar. My mate left his bike down at a bar, like the other end of the city in Pattaya, and we went down, dropped him his bike. I'm going down next to the police put me in, and I had no lights on me. He was in the house, in the apartment. I'm like, fuck. They're like, right, you have to pay this fine. And I see me mate a minute coming down. I'm like, just keep going, you know what I mean? And he's kind of like slowing down, see what happens. Next thing they pull him over too. They have the 2 of us in the box. I went in, gave him the money, and then they're trying to tell me, right, oh, you have to go to the police station. I'm like, no, fuck that, because I've been there a few times. So he was like, oh, Thai police, we're going to get arrested. I'm like, fuck it. I know that they're half the time just scaremongering, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, we have a flight. We'll give you money now. And they're like, no, not out here. Made us come into the box to give it to them and all this stuff. And then eventually just said, right, we have to go. Here's the money. Fuck you. Good luck.
Yeah.
So we left. But my mate told me after we left, they followed him, pulled him over again. I didn't realise behind me, and said to him, no, we need more money off you. Because obviously picked the weaker of the two and said, right, let's get this cut for more money. Pulled him in and said, you're coming to the police station if you don't give us another 1,000 baht or whatever. He's like, here, there you go. And I got back, I was like, yeah, that was crazy. He goes, they pulled me again, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
So, yeah.
Okay, they know.
Yeah, and then I had another guy told me that he was caught smoking weed, and they go, this is before it was legal, obviously. And he said, fucking, they made him pay a fine, let's say 50 quid, 100 quid, whatever. And then he fucking, the next few days he got caught again. He's like, I don't have the money to pay the fine, I'm going to have to run the risk and go to court. Went to court, the fine was like €5 or something like that. So the police just build on your fear of, fuck, if I get caught I'm going to go to jail. I can't go to court. He went to court like, 200 baht. He's like, fucking, there you go, you know what I mean? So,
and a tip
yeah.
yeah.
If they know that you're afraid and they think that, you know what I mean, they're like, yeah, we can get money out of this cunt.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah, but it's like that in Spain now, isn't it? With the cannabis scene, they're hunting down people, like, and pulling them over and just to get money out of them like that, you know what I mean? It's
no,
crazy.
they're heavy-handed in Spain as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Thailand are no fucking light fingers either.
Oh, Jesus. And I think that's it. We all have to fear the Thai prisons.
Yeah.
It's not even court. It's the Thai prison. You're like, I don't want to.
Yeah, you can just imagine how bad they are. You know what I mean?
Jesus
I've stayed in hotels over there that like prisons, so I can only imagine what the prisons are like. You know what I mean?
I seen a fella that was locked up on TikTok from Liverpool or something. Did you see him?
No.
Some lad on TikTok, I can't remember his name. He's only a young lad, but he was over there and he got locked up in the prison and he had a phone with him, like, you know, and he was recording. In the prison. And he was recording every day. They had a few bits, like, you know, he was getting a few joints in.
And what was it? Did it seem like fucking?
It's nothing. It's literally, it's fucking a big square box room with fucking bars splitting them. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking.
Is there beds or
rags? Was there
toilets
beds?
or like in the Joy? They don't have toilets. They have buckets. Still in Ireland.
What?
Yeah, it's still buckets.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I don't know if Thailand has toilets in their thing. Like in Ireland, you have to slop out in the morning, bring your shit to the toilet and throw it. Yeah. That's in Mount Joy anyway, like, you know what I mean? I'm sure some of the prisons might, but I remember the Joy anyway. Crazy. Shitting in a bucket with your fucking cellmate there beside you.
You know what I mean? It's not even as if
you
you're
hold
in
that
your
stuff,
own,
you know what I mean? You might piss in the bucket, I don't even shit in the bucket.
No, Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Your bowels learned to adapt.
Stop.
It's not the time.
Prison life. But yeah, I can imagine the Thai ones step down. The fucking, in Scandinavia, the prisons are meant to be like fucking, they have saunas and all. It's meant to be like a fucking health resort. So if you need to get locked up anywhere, head to Scandinavian countries.
Madness, man. Yeah, no, hopefully it's foreseen the
Yeah, no, we need to get over to Thailand before it does change as well.
Yeah, that's, I think they were saying by the end of the year or something.
Well, that's what we had, your man Ray Dempto. He said he's been talking to a lot of people and they're not that worried. I think they're just going to just make it more professional, you know what I mean? More education, more kind of.
I think the government are like, the government are invested in it too much, I think, man.
Yeah.
Do you know, like,
the money it's going to bring in for them, you know what I mean? Think of
they need
crazy,
to
man.
it's education, learning more about cannabis.
That's what he was saying. They're going to teach everyone how to deal with like a whitey or, you know what I mean, someone passing out like a lifeguard kind of training. So everyone in every shop, there has to be one person who's certified to do this kind of shit. So that's what everywhere needs. So the fact that they're already thinking about that and Amsterdam hasn't got that is crazy.
Yeah, do you want the medical as well? Because see the way I was saying it, there's loads of like just shops everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I'd say probably about 60% of them have no like they're not licensed.
No, not at all. I heard there was like 9,000 shops just popped up over a year or something like that. Every fucker just going.
When it became legal, I think it just became legal, and there was no law, like there's no rules.
No.
You know that type of way. Like so I flew from, where did I fly from? Chiang Mai to Phuket, and I had like 7 grams in my pocket.
No problem.
And I went through.
That's crazy.
I actually went through. There's a funny one.
A Thai airport, like, you know what I mean?
Went through the airport, through the security, and I had like obviously I had like a zip case like that, probably about that size, black zip case.
Yeah.
And I had all my green in it, had everything in it, and went through the security thing, and Jah1 just took me bag, and I was like, oh shit, like here we go, like this, yeah. Because this is when I only got to Thailand, like you
were just testing the waters.
Like, and I was literally like, I asked about 20 people, like, is it alright to fly with it? And they're like, yeah, 100%. And she opened up the bag, took the bag out with all the weed in, they scanned that, and then opened that, and I had I had a lot of grain in it.
Nice.
And I had 2 lighters, and she was like, she took the 2 lighters out, and she was like, pick one. She was like, you can only bring 1 lighter with you.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
hilarious.
That's
And
beautiful.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
I was just like, give me that one and all. And she was like, put that back in. Zip it back up. She goes, go ahead and all. And I was just like, what?
That's
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was
crazy.
just like, I was like, because I kept saying to her and all, like, I was like, we're fucked them all. Like,
And just think of all the people who've been caught in the last 20 years going to Thailand. They get to see you walk
They're
through and go,
probably still locked
oh,
up.
They're not.
100%.
No, I don't think. I think.
Did they let anyone out?
I think they got out.
Just because it was legalised?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. No, I think everyone did get out.
That's,
Well, that's what I heard
Yeah,
anyway.
okay, I haven't heard
Okay,
that. No, that we need to
actually look into
research on that.
yeah.
Because that's,
I
I
never
mean, most
told them
countries
that.
don't do that.
That they got
Well,
their Korean back and stuff.
I heard in New York, if you had a previous conviction for cannabis, you got first refusal on a license for a dispensary. So if your life was fucked by cannabis, now you have first chance to open your own shop. And if you don't take it, they'll put it up to everyone else. But they were giving it to ex-cannabis convicts the first opportunity, which is amazing. It's
Yeah.
kind of, sorry, we fucked up. Here's a chance to get your life
Yeah.
back in order. You know what I mean? So.
I heard
To actually
open
do
up
what
a
you
shop
sort
like
of
that.
Yeah, they get first refusal on a license for a dispensary in New
Nice.
York. So yeah, if you have a criminal record for cannabis, they're like, right, do you want a license? Do you want to go legit? They're like, yeah, nice one. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good way to say sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is, though. It really
Do
is.
you want a drink?
Argentina.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah.
Mommy Holliers.
Do you want a drink, yeah?
Please, bro.
Coke, Argentina, I see.
Please, Coke.
Coke.
Please. Thank you.
What?
That's what, it's like 30 degrees today or something.
Yeah, man.
It was a hot day.
I
that
think the last few
day.
podcasts it was lashing outside for July, and now we finally got the summer.
I
so
came in a big jumper and all the
Yeah.
last podcast. It was freezing.
yeah, we even have the windows open, so if there's
Yeah.
noise, sorry about that.
But
You hear a bit of
Yeah.
tram every now and again.
you're getting the full Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's
vibe,
it.
though.
With the ASMR.
Yeah.
And any gigs or concerts aren't coming up?
No, man, I haven't really been.
Got back into it.
Exactly,
Still
yeah.
in holiday mode. Now you're in
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
Yeah, see, that was it. I got home and I was just like, "Do you know what?
Dying for a joint again.
I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, because that's when I came home, I wasn't smoking and all. I was like, you
Okay.
know what? I was like, fuck that, like, because I like to smoke the Cali's
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and the price of it at home.
It's the price of it everywhere, apart from
And what-
California.
And what I was paying for it over there, when I went home, I was like, you know what? I was I'm just booking a flight,
Yeah.
and I only started smoking probably last week again.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm still getting.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Nice,
So,
so jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So when I got back now.
So what? Just when you got back from Thailand, you took a tolerance break?
Yeah. I know. Well, that's it. Yeah. Then I'm over here now, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll just stay off and keep the head down.
Yeah,
Get
nice.
back in the
And
studio.
Just get back in the boot, get
Yeah.
shit done, and just do the same thing in
Yeah.
a few months. Like, do you know what I mean? Just come back out somewhere and just
Yeah.
get lit for the weekend and
Yeah.
go back and do the same thing.
Good
like,
for
do you
the
know what I
brain,
mean? Yeah.
especially for the
100%.
creativity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
stay in the same set routine, it dies off.
Yeah.
Whereas you need to take that 6 months off break and chill and seeing absolutely
No,
something
it
different.
does because I noticed it. It does. I noticed
Yeah.
it myself big time. Like, do you know what I mean? You need to stay on the same page. Like, you know, like and
Yeah.
then just
And would you have wrote anything while you were away? Or yeah.
flat out, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, I've
I was
been,
just gonna say
I
a
was
whole
in-
different perspective of everything. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. I have I have a good few tunes there. Like,
Nice.
you know what I mean? That as soon as I'm back now, they're getting sent off to be mixed and
Yeah.
mastered. Get them back, then it's videos.
And then who produces the
Nice.
music for you?
For some of my own solo stuff is mostly it's mostly just offline
Okay, yeah,
or
yeah,
online,
yeah, yeah.
and
So just get samples and stuff like.
I just look for beats, bro. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if I like them, I buy them, and then
So
I have,
that's how it works. You can find
No.
some.
Yeah, no, it does.
yeah, yeah.
It
I was
does.
like, wait, what?
It does and it doesn't. Like, do you know what I mean? It does.
But like, let's say I wanted to start tomorrow. I had a song, but I didn't have a beat. You can find.
You could go on. There's apps and sites just
Yeah,
for beats. You can
and
find.
then can you mess around with that after to make it a little bit more unique, or
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
You could buy the stems and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
so you get everything, and then
so then
when
if you
you're
want to put
obviously
your own
mixing
little twist
your
onto
own
it or
thing,
whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly,
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Ideally, well, from my experience, in any way, you want to just go to the studio, make something fresh there and then.
Yeah.
Do you know, like I
Just
sort of
step
just
into
writing
it.
writing over beats at home for me is just sort of like more of a practice thing.
Yeah.
And then if one of them really pops like for me, I'll just be like, right, Jesus, I might just drop this as a freestyle or something like that. But
Otherwise, you just
Yeah.
listen
the
to the
stuff that
beat
I'm
and try
putting
and
out, the
go
stuff-
off that. Like,
yeah, the stuff that I'm gonna be putting out is more like made in the studio there
Yeah.
and then type of thing. Like,
so that's it.
you know,
You'd
so
hear that
it's-
beat and straight away the brain starts ticking.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
I've got
Once I
something
hear
for
a beat,
this.
I'll just start flowing with it then.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's cool even for your listeners to see both sides, though. You know what I mean? You're showing them the raw side and then also the studio
Yeah,
version.
the fucking one that you've worked on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And actually, right, I put time into this, worked on every verse, and there's other ones that just off the
Coming out.
dome, like
Yeah,
straight
coming
away.
out.
Ones, man, like the best ones, the best ones for me are like 10-15 minutes
What,
for a
you come
ver-
up with it in 10-15 minutes?
for a verse.
Okay, yeah,
Do you know,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'll hear a beat and I'll be like, yes, and bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And then
And will you
next-
write it down a little
next-
bit, or will you just get
No, I'll
straight-
just type it. I'll
Yeah,
just type
yeah,
it
yeah.
on my phone and like I was in the studio there. When was since I'm back? I was in the studio probably about 2 weeks ago, and we done 7 songs.
One day?
In 10 hours. Yeah, no, probably about 9 hours. We done 7 songs, just recorded 7 songs. Like, do you know what I mean?
And how many takes would it take to get a song like?
That's
How long is a piece of string?
No, I can do all my songs in one take.
Yeah.
Do you know that type of thing? Like, so I just sort of break it up. Like, so we probably 1 or 2 takes, probably 3 takes max.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's just me, like, just because.
And then when you're like, would you take the best verse of one and then record? You know what I mean? Like, let's say, right, it sounds good in that one, and then record it all again, but go, right, I like my second verse in this, my first verse in
Chop
that.
it out of that.
Yeah, nice.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not, you don't have to get it right every time. You know
Oh
what I mean?
no! You could
Yeah.
do it 2 or 3 times, 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
and then just you could pick every line from each one and pop it in.
And just
out,
put
like,
that,
you
if
know
that
what I
right,
mean?
everything was right, but this one line, let me do that again, kind of.
Exactly.
But you couldn't just do that line cold. You'd have to kind of build up to it and then pick it out. Like now you can just go in and start just one line and come back out, could you?
But maybe for your breath.
You know what I mean? I think
Because
you have
if
to
you
use
spilled a lot
Yeah,
of
that's-
breath
you'd
on a
have to- you
couple of
could-
lines,
Yeah.
and then you want to emphasise the last one, but you're like,
You'd come in.
Yeah.
you
but-
could then pause and
But
go
it
back
wouldn't
in.
sound
full
like you're in the same
gusto.
rhythm if you're just
No, you'd have
saying
to
the
come in. You'd have to come in a few lines before.
Yeah.
And just wrap it out, and then once you come in, then you just cut it when it stops recording.
Yeah,
type of
that's
thing,
it.
do
You
know
just
what I
pull
mean?
that one bit out.
But you know, I love doing I love doing one takes, bro. Like I'll spit a verse, not a bother one take. Like, do you know,
Yeah.
like, I'll spit like a long verse in one take, or a full song in one take, no problem.
Yeah,
like,
nice.
like, I don't know, it's just me. It's
Yeah,
just, the way,
no,
it's just the way
that's-
I've always
No,
done
but
it.
nice.
Yeah,
though,
everyone
yeah.
has their
I've always
own
done it,
kind
like,
of.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like,
Do you say it could be even from seeing a lot of even like the freestyle and all that, like with the don't flop?
with the rap
Kinda-
battle, I'd say as well. That's a lot
Yeah.
off the dome,
And
so you kind
nearly
of have to
seeing
be.
that kind of pressure that's
Yeah.
where your mind set.
You just gotta perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once that beat goes, you gotta do
Like,
something to it. Like, yeah. But like
Yeah,
that's it.
nice.
You see Eminem writes down everything. You know what I mean? It just has notepads, and then Jay-Z says he writes down nothing. He's probably forgotten more number ones than most people have written. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think Lil Wayne does that as well, doesn't he? He just like freestyles.
Just
all his
freeze.
tracks.
I seen an interview with Eminem and with Lil Wayne, and they said if you put in like the start of their name into Google on their phone, it'll come up like Lil Wayne's lyrics, Eminem's lyrics, because they've spit so much off the dome without preparing it that they don't even remember their songs.
Yeah.
They have to go back and Google what their lyrics is just to remember what's in their songs, because half it was just in like
In
us
that
talking now.
line,
You're not
yeah.
gonna remember. Oh, what was that line I said during that
Exactly.
podcast? So you'd have to go back and watch it. So they
Wow.
literally say all, like Lil Wayne said it, and Eminem goes, I do that all the time too. They literally have to go back and look at their own lyrics to figure
For
out what
when
the
they
fuck
go
they
to
said.
perform or
Stuff like that,
something, yeah,
or maybe
shit.
have I said a bar like this before? Go back, go, oh, I've already rapped it. You know what I mean? I've already used that line or stuff like this. You know what I mean? So it's
Mad.
somebody was telling Lil Wayne one of his bars and all. And he goes, I wrote that. I used to
Yeah.
that. He goes,
I've seen
what?
that,
He goes,
yeah.
that's a sick man. He goes, I wrote that. He goes, I
Yeah.
remember that. You know what I mean? So,
That's mental.
Yeah.
I suppose.
but that's it. You
When
think
when
he's
you write so much, it'd probably be.
yeah, you're in there for
Yeah.
9 hours. You don't remember half the shit. Some of them weren't the best takes. Some of them this. Next thing the editor maybe puts them together. Like you might be more hands on, but these cunts might have send it off to a team. They'll put that song
Yeah.
together and like, oh, I didn't even know we used that version,
No,
that
that's-
version.
yeah,
or, you know what I mean?
they
So
just got
it's
sent it
That it
all.
comes down to them at the end of the day, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It comes down to whoever's mixing it and editing
oh,
it. because
100%. You can make it a whole
they-
different
They
song.
make the song, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
It's like a
You
movie editor. If you give 10 movie editors the same raw footage, they'll give you 10 different movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they'll make it look completely different, the whole different flow.
You're just adding a layer to their cake.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? They've given you the ingredients. You make it whatever way you want. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts just to making a song.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And recording it. There's a lot. It's
No,
nice
definitely.
then that you do have such a community and kind of like team spirit with it.
People that could just bounce off each other, like
Yeah.
just hop on, and even with instrumentals and stuff, like, you know what I mean, that must
to
be
have
great.
9-10 people in the one room that are all dedicated and passionate about the same
Like
thing.
even the people
That's
that
rare
haven't got
to
the same
come to
talent, they
this
still
level.
have ideas and passion that might give you an idea and something. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
it
Like
as well. Like that's it. Sure, that's. I made a tune. I've worked with. Like I obviously knew a good few of the people in the One Nation thing, and then obviously since going to that, I've gelled with every single one of them.
Nice.
Like, and I have a tune with two of the girls that. Do you know what I mean? I didn't. I never met, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and they're two absolute. Like the
what's
two songs are unbelievable.
one of the girls was meant to come on with Bernard, but she was busy that day.
Aideen.
Yeah. She's.
Yeah.
I met her in the coffee shop later. She was like a mad joke.
Yeah. I seen her last night. We were sitting in. What is it? Something Rock, Stony Rock. What is it?
The Stones, and then there's the
Hard Rock?
no. Where
it was an Irish bar.
The Blarney Stone.
Blarney
Stone. What did I say? Hard Rock.
The Blarney Rock or something.
Blarney Rock. Yeah, something. I knew it was something Stone Rock.
And they have the smoke room out the back.
Do they? Yeah.
Did you not see that? Beside the toilet, there's a little wooden box you can smoke inside.
Fair, is that what that is?
Yeah.
No way, we were sitting right looking at the thing.
No way, joints.
I don't go to pubs. That's the only reason I ever go there is hiding the box out the back. Like.
Yeah.
No way.
It's a proper Irish bar.
Proper,
No, it is.
Christy
Like
Moore
all the
sings
rest-
about it.
Yeah.
He has a song called Weekend in Amsterdam. He talked about going to the Blarney Stone and meeting Paddy Howe and all this.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah,
no.
she was behind the bar, and then my mate was like, she's Dublin. And I looked, and then I was just like, I heard her, and she said something, and I was like, that's fucking Aideen, that is. Like,
No way. Is she working there?
She was working there, yeah.
No
we were
way.
sitting there for about 15 minutes.
That's hilarious.
And I just
Nice.
went up to pay then, and I just looked at her, and she was just like, what the fuck and all? Like, I was like, no
That's
way.
mental.
But yeah, Aideen sound.
Yeah. As I was saying, we must get her back on as well. She
Yeah,
lives over
big
here,
time.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously
her
she's
and her
working
missus moved
there.
over, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, she was meant to come on. She was too busy and stuff, so that would have been. I'd say she would have been good crack on the podcast because she seemed like a.
She's a buzzer.
Yeah.
She's
What I've gathered
dead,
anyway,
yeah.
like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's proper wired. Like, and we have a few of her songs we playlist as well. Southside, or is that it? Yeah. Proper Dublin fucking track that.
Yeah. But it is lovely though to hear the Dublin accent on a rap tune.
Like
You
it
know
wasn't
what I mean?
accepted when we were younger, you know what I mean? It
No.
sounded stupid, you know what I mean? Now it's more. You say
It
with
is.
English rap. English rap wasn't accepted when I was younger.
Yeah, but that blew, like,
Yeah,
that
now
proper
that's
breast,
bigger, you know what I mean? But like
yeah.
Dizzy Rascal was probably the biggest, and then
He
Tiny
kinda brought
Temper
it
came
into
in,
the
you know what I mean?
pop
Yeah.
side of it more.
But there was anything was all garage and all this, you know what I mean? And it wasn't for me. So anytime you heard English rap or Irish rap, it was always a bit cringy, and they were trying to be Americans. They were talking about drive-bys and all this shit. You're like, that's not where you're from. You know what I mean? Like Versatile are a great example. They rap like Dublin idiots, you know what I mean? Like they take the piss out of themselves, nothing serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they really opened the gate as well for fucking Irish rappers. But then you get the more serious ones that will be accepted. Even like Reds and all, they were like aggressive rap and stuff like that, and that was good. But that was kind of just at the turning point, you know what I mean, when it was just starting to be accepted.
That's a lot of people. If people hear Irish rap and all, like, for when I started rapping on, they were all about Irish rap and all. They're like, oh, Reds are fucking. You know, like it was always his name.
And now it's all Versatile.
Like, and now it's not even.
No.
Now it's like. Who would it be? Like there's a lot of like new people that have sort of just stepped onto the scene and
you see that crew Kneecap up north?
Yeah.
They were just over here the other day. They rap in Irish and all. Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, see, that would be the Irish rap scene that I'd know. It's the actual Irish ones.
Yeah, your man, the green, white, and orange balaclava and all. Like.
They're savage.
I seen Noel Gallagher was talking about it. He was his Nordy mate from. Get your Brits out, yeah. Noel Gallagher said he was brought to one of their gigs and said he loved it, said it was so entertaining.
Yeah, no, I'd say they're grass.
Oh, stop, yeah. I'd say the session or the concerts are mental. They were only over here last week, Connor was at it.
Oh, no way! Oh, I'd have gone to that
Yeah,
now.
I think he was saying in the group that anyone else want to come last minute. He must have seen it. Yeah, we should have gone on to them, try and get them on the podcast. They would have been great crack.
Beautiful
With
just
the
to
belly
see
and all
the scene coming up
Yeah.
big. Like more names, even like coming and touring here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful.
It'd be great
You
to
know,
get you
they're
all
big,
over for a
they're-
gig over
they're
here.
going, yeah, they're big enough. Yeah, be
We
savage.
get all these
Yeah.
over, the fucking One Nation crew over.
Yeah. Where would you do it?
There's a few places we could do it, isn't there, for sure? Like, you know what I mean? We'll look into it. We'll try and sort it up now, because we know a load of people that own venues and coffee shops and this, that and the other, so all we need is somewhere with a fucking few mics on the stage, you know what I mean? Let us smoke and have a good night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good
Easily
crack.
done. That'd be
Yeah.
savage.
You
And
said-
there's a lot of Irish over here.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
great
There's a lot
Irish
of us.
community over here. So
And
yeah,
then
it'd be
even the
packed.
expats,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
We've
Everything
converted
is-
so many people
yeah.
to half Irish now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like even our Dutch friend drinking Guinness, fucking what's the crack, everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
It's-
yeah,
So yeah, no, that'd be
Very
savage to get them
good.
over. I think we're saying the same to Bernard as well. So
you know,
that'd be sick.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I think that's even what nearly needs to happen.
yeah,
You are building up that foundation is now start getting ballsy. I mean, like, fuck it, we need to start taking over big.
That's,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Start
Because
doing
they're
it,
not
like,
going
you
to
know,
come
stop
to
talking
you.
about it.
yeah, no,
Start
that's
doing
Oh,
it.
like,
Yeah,
And yous are, because yous are creating the tracks, yous can't just step out with nothing.
yeah.
Yous have to have
You have that
something,
back
yous are
catalogue.
doing
You
it.
know what I mean?
So
Like,
that's what I said to them. I was just like, we can literally, like, if we could promote this thing properly, you could end up touring.
yeah.
You could tour Ireland with it.
Sure, fucking
100%.
versatile went with Snoop Dogg to Australia and
Do you know what
Europe
I
and
mean?
all. You know
Like,
what I mean?
Even Paul Smith, as mad as it is, even when he came over to Amsterdam, that was his first time doing a comedy gig.
A gig
here.
outside of
You know
UK
what I
and
mean?
Ireland. You know
And
what I
it's
mean?
just by being like, actually, no, here, me and my crew, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's going to work. We don't know how it's going to go.
What are the
We'll
chances you
fucking
have to
do
Like
it.
when Paul
You
Smith
have to,
contacted
yeah.
me, he's like, oh, I'm coming over to Amsterdam. I was like, are you gigging here? He's like, I'd like to, but I've nothing arranged. And I know some comedy lads, I put them onto him. I don't think they sorted it for him, but he ended up contacting Chicago Boom. And he just said to them, oh, I'm coming over, I'm a comedian, want to do a night there. And like, yeah, he sold out in like a day or something like
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? But when I was
Just
first
for
talking to him a
fun.
month before, he's like, I don't have a gig organised. And within that, he's like, yeah, sorted, went out, doing a gig in Amsterdam, sold it out, the whole lot, you know what I mean? So,
And like, they're coming over to, like, do they have a following? Do they?
Yeah,
event
no, that's
them?
it. He
You
didn't
know what I
know,
mean?
like,
They didn't
you're
know.
going over to
Oh,
Yeah.
a Dutch
See,
country, you know what I
kinda-
mean? You don't know if anyone even speaks English, you know, a few do, but not enough
Yeah.
to fill your. He only had a small venue, but it sold out quick. He could definitely do
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah, I think he reached 1 million followers yesterday. I seen on the story and
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
no, big time.
So
Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said he
no,
might be
it's-
back over in December, definitely getting tickets for that gig because we
Nice,
missed the
yeah.
last one. We had him on the podcast the day after, but we didn't get to go to the concert. So yeah, definitely need to go to that next time.
Who was the ginger lad, is it?
Paul Smith, the Scouser fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is ginger. I mean, yeah, you
yeah.
always see him interacting with the crowd, just tearing people out. Yeah, man, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny cunt.
Yeah, that's what his missus was saying. He probably has more new comedy footage than anyone else because he doesn't release any of his set, so nobody knows what his comedy gig is like. You just see his interaction with the crowd. So when you go to his concerts, you haven't heard any of his jokes before, like every other comedian.
Nice,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Every other comedian, you've heard this joke, you've heard that joke. Then you go to the concert, you're like, oh yeah, no, I've heard all the
Yeah.
best ones. Him, you've just seen him whip the crowd over for an hour,
You
and now
don't
you get to
actually
hear
know his
all. Yeah, you
line.
don't even know if he's
Okay.
funny. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe when he goes to tell jokes, he doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's just good at slagging people. But yeah, that's it. He said he just comes out, does that, warms up the crowd. The opening act comes out, and then he comes back out later and does an actual stand up. Then you know what I mean?
Sick.
So yeah, so that'd be good.
That's
It's
a
like a
lovely
double
way to go,
concert, like you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, so
yeah,
definitely.
it is. Just testing the waters. Go
Yeah,
for it.
100%.
You know what I
Fucking.
mean?
Yeah.
100%. You're doing cool.
And we know a
Start
few
now.
like DJs and rap, like Dutch rappers and all over here. I'm sure
There
they can
is.
help.
There's
So
a lot of. We only got asked. I
Oh,
only
yeah.
got asked 2 days ago. He's like a reggae artist, reggae dub. Asked me, he's like, do you know any singers? So there's
Yeah.
people looking. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
mix. They want to collab. There's.
Even like break dancers and stuff like that, you know, like break
Yeah.
dancing events and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Have the hip hop.
yeah,
No,
get
no,
people
yeah.
gigging at that and stuff. Yeah, you get your
And
name
it
out
is,
there. You know
yeah.
what I mean? That's how the following grows. So yeah.
And if you're thinking in that way, definitely.
Oh, yeah,
But
then
you can't
there's-
just go, right, I want a concert. No, you need to start doing all
Yeah,
the
you know
mad
what I
shit,
mean?
and then
There's-
you find the
Do
cool
concerts
people.
everywhere.
Like for
Yeah.
example, she does the Puff Puff Paint, the Fairy House. So it's like a stoner arts and crafts night. but she'll only let people DJ if you're a stoner. Because most people who smoke weed will never get to smoke a joint while they're DJing if you DJ in any public place. So she's like, if you smoke weed, then because it's wasted on anyone else sitting there having a pint. Because if you smoke weed, if you go to any concert hall, they won't let you smoke a joint while you're doing it. So she's like, come on down, smoke a joint while you're doing it, you know what I mean? So it's, yeah.
But it is,
That's
because
sick.
it's hard to actually find places where you can fully be yourself
Yeah.
and not hide any
No,
aspect of
100%.
it. I smoke, I do this, I
Yeah.
do that.
Like
Here's
in
me.
Thailand, you got to go, eat, drink, swim, all that, and have a joint. Whereas normally it's do all that, sneak off for a joint, come back, do all that,
Yeah.
sneak off for a joint. To be able to just have your joint
And
there
relax
and do
and-
normal life
Yeah.
that everyone else gets to do. What?
It was free. It was proper
That's the
freedom,
ultimate
like,
freedom, you know what I
it was
mean? Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah, no, it's a cool
And,
mindset.
yeah, just to be able to just do normal stuff and just go, right, I'm gonna have a joint while I do it. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want.
Yeah, no, big time. Especially if you get you somewhere over here.
Oh
You know what I mean? Proper
yeah.
doing a good joints in
Yeah,
hand.
that'd be savage. Proper stoner event. Smoke the place out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because even like there does be a lot of even like I know it's UK and total different scene, but that drum and bass boat party,
Yeah.
they come all the way from the UK. And they do have a mental boat party over like 3 days with like thousands of people
Yeah.
floating through. You know what I mean? Like mad shit happens in the city.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, the way the summers are over here, it's fucking June and July are nearly wet. So September, October is nearly fucking sunnier. We could nearly, if it was a bit further away with that, you could nearly try and do some sort of outdoor venue or something like that if there's anywhere that
Oh,
could
like
let
a mini
us.
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Even just
Coffee shop or
something out to the back with a bit of a stage and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Music playing,
that
like-
bulldog.
Yeah. Shit.
There's a bulldog. It's fucking shit to get to. There's literally, you have to get
We'll
a
get a
train
bus,
and then
we'll
you have to
get
get
a
a
bus.
taxi. It's like it's not that far away, but you either have to cycle for 20 minutes or there's no direct route there. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So we had to get someone to pick us up the time we were going out there and look at it. But it's sick. It's a bulldog and it has a big back garden with a barbecue area looking out onto the water and all this shit. And then a big car park beside it. So if we could set up a stage there, that'd be unbelievable. We were trying to do our 420 event there, but it was just too hard to get people out there. You'd probably need a bus or something, you know what I mean? Because it's not in the middle of nowhere, but it's just in a industrial area nearly, you know what I mean? So
Stoners. You need
Yeah.
to get into the mindset
Walking
of
out in the middle of
stoners.
roads
I'd
and
be
all.
like, fuck that.
yeah, no, for sure. Is it not around the corner? No, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, two modes or two parts of transport? No, fuck that. But yeah, no, that'd be sick. We could definitely find somewhere.
Yeah.
Get the crew over.
That'd be savage.
So when do you go back?
Home
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Any plans for tonight?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We're going to be all floating out for a joint if you want to come and join us.
That's yeah, 100%.
Fucking even say it to your one Nadine, if she's off, come meet us. Is that Nadine? The one
Yeah.
in the Blarney? The other rapper girl?
Rapper.
The girl we were just talking about. Did you say you seen the Blarney Stone? The Irish rap girl? The girl we were talking about just meant to come on the last podcast with us.
Oh, Aideen.
Aideen,
Sorry.
yeah. I said even text her, see if she's
I
about
was
to
like,
come
why
out.
are you
Yeah.
smoking?
I was just like,
once
what
a
the
while?
I even said the name, I was like, what's Aideen? He's like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah,
So I
no.
went
Oh,
blank
that was a
there.
beautiful
Yeah,
moment.
100%.
That's
Give her a
hilarious.
shout.
Yeah, give her a shout, see if she's out.
Hashtag, is it?
We don't know where we're going to go. We're going to float about, like, we're just fucking, go for a joint somewhere, but won't be too far, you know what I mean? Somewhere around the city.
Yeah,
But I would say there'd be a few of us out, a few joints and that, so it'd be
Yeah,
a
give
crack.
me a
Like,
shout.
yeah,
Let me know.
100%.
Let me know.
Amsterdam floats. Yes.
We go out for a few beers tonight. See
Oh,
what
yeah,
happens,
I'll leave you at that, so we're not drinkers, so that's where I draw the line. Yeah, I left Ireland to get away from the drunks, so I'm over here, safe in my coffee shop where I can tell them to fuck off when they walk in the door. Come in stumbling, I'm like, nope, go away.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Amsterdam summer though.
Oh, stop. I'm finally getting the Amsterdam summer. It's been fucking lashing for the last week or two. So you timed it well coming over.
Yeah.
Because it's been poxy weather the last fucking... You wouldn't think it was July, put it that way.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, banging adventure. 6 months in Thailand
Yeah.
and then a trip to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Nice. That's got to be good for the creative
Definitely back to
headspace.
reality. Yeah, before back to reality.
Yeah, it'd be a shock going back home.
Yeah.
I tell you that.
Right, we'll
Oh,
leave it there
nice,
then.
yeah.
We fucking good chatting to you, Jah. Thank you so
big time.
much.
Appreciate coming on.
bother.
Next
Thanks
time
for
you're
having
over,
me.
we'll get you back on again.
Yeah,
Hear about the
100%.
next album or whatever's coming up
Yeah.
next.
100%, yeah.
Best
Come
of
over and
luck with
promote
the
the
drop.
bollocks over, yeah.
Yeah. And as always, big thanks to the Faded Fairy. And if you're still watching,
Legends.
like and subscribe and all that bullshit. Thank you very much. Cheers, bro.
Nice
Yeah.
one, thank you.